This is um, peach cobbler. Peach cobbler. Let's make some peach cobbler.
So we're just gonna start by taking our 4 pounds of washed peaches, and I'm just gonna lightly score the bottoms of them. And I'm gonna do this with every single one of them while my water is coming up to a boil. I guess I should have said that. We're gonna get a large stock pot filled with water, and we're gonna bring that to a boil, and we're gonna score the bottom of each one of our peaches. We're gonna do this because it'll make it easier to peel each one of our peaches. We could do it by hand if we wanted to, but that's no fun. You can see it in the side of the camera here. I have a bowl of cold water. I'm gonna throw some ice in there for our ice bath. So once we take our peaches out of the boiling water, we're just gonna throw them in there to stop them from cooking, because we want them to cook whenever they're in the oven, not when they're getting boiled for the de-skinning. It's a lot. Once our water has come to a boil, I'm just gonna take about 4 at a time, and I'm just going to sit our peaches in here, and we're just gonna let them cook for about 45 seconds to a minute, and then I'm gonna immediately take them out and throw them into our ice bath that I have conveniently staged over to the side, and then we're gonna peel them. All right, now that we have all of our peaches that have been thrown in the cold water bath, they should just pretty easily peel. Well, okay, I suck, but they should pretty easily peel for you. My peaches aren't too fresh, so they're gonna be quite difficult to peel. But nonetheless, just act like these are peeling really easily and that I'm doing a great job. But I'm gonna cut to where I have, well, let's see here. You guys are gonna work with me. I'm just gonna see if I can cut them up. That might make it easier to pull them off here. Get that pit out of there, because it's a stone fruit, it has a pit. And then we'll peel them individually. So we're gonna cut them up into little slivers like this. We're gonna peel them, and then we will cut to when I throw spices all over them. All right, now that we have our peaches peeled, and it didn't take me forever, and I didn't have to use a knife because I got unripe peaches, we're gonna take half a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. I've got a little bit of the Muscovy sugar in there as well to give it a little earthy, rich molasses thing. And then 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Pour that on top. I'm gonna come in with 4 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. And then I've got a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. I'm gonna pour that right on top as well. I'm gonna come in with 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, and then 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. And then now I'm gonna mix it all up and then make a mess per usual. You all know how I do it. Okay, and y'all know, like I do most things, we're just gonna get in here, mix this on up. Oh, that looks good. That sugar, get that butter on everything, get those spices mixed up. And in the meantime, I actually used the water that I boiled these peaches in. I threw a few cinnamon sticks in there, some cloves, some nutmeg, and boy, oh boy, my entire apartment is smelling like a fall festival or something. It rocks in here. Now we have these all coated. I'm just gonna let them sit, let the sugar absorb into them, draw them out some of that moisture, and we're gonna go ahead and start making our biscuit dough. It is now time for our biscuits. I've got 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I've got a tablespoon of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I've got a half a cup of granulated sugar. I've put 2 tablespoons of orange zest in there. As you guys know, I'll throw the orange zest into the actual sugar to help it kind of break down, get the essence of the orange. Then I have half a cup of buttermilk and half a cup of heavy cream. Pour that in there. And then, last but not least, 3/4 a cup of cold cubed butter. I've got, this is about, I think half a cup is unsalted. The other quarter is salted butter because that's just what I had. Use whatever you want. But then we're going to mix this on up. Then we're going to take our peaches, put it into our tray, and then throw this on top. But I'll take you guys along for the ride. I've gone ahead and put some butter in a pan. You don't even have to do this. This is a 9 by 13 glass tray. And then I'm going to just take my peach mixture and I'm going to pour that right on top. And you best believe we're getting all of that juice, all of that sauce, that sugary goodness. We're getting all of that using our Buc-ee's spatula. Once we get that all spread out, we're then gonna come in with our biscuits and we're gonna sprinkle that all on top here. I've got my biscuit dough here. It honestly smells great, so I'm just gonna take some chunks of it and I'm just gonna start breaking it up and dropping it on top. We're gonna get complete coverage of the top, but I want it to be extra like crisp. I want it to have a crunch. I don't want it to just be like a chewy, soft cake like some peach cobblers are. It's gonna be soft under the biscuit topping, but I'm just gonna sprinkle this on top. I've also got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. You'll wanna do that as well. So right whenever we get done with this, we'll throw it in the oven. But let me go ahead and cut to when this is completely covered up. Now that we have our biscuit topping all on there, I'm gonna take some heavy cream and I'm just gonna coat the top of it to help it brown. And then I'm gonna come in with some sugar and some cinnamon just to top it all off. Now that we have our heavy cream on there, I'm gonna come in with some just coarse sugar topping. Just gonna coat that with it, give it a nice crunch as well. And then last but not least, we're gonna come in with a little bit of cinnamon. Just like that, ready to go. I'm gonna throw this in the oven for, I don't know how long until it looks ready. I'll just tell you whenever I take it out. Ooh-wee. Thank you guys for watching. That was a peach cobbler. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please consider leaving a like, comment, and if you try this one out, let me know what you think. So, thanks everyone.
This is peach cobbler. Peach cobbler. Let's make some peach cobbler.